Hello, welcome back. I'm the Erroneous Kaiser, and you're watching another one of my comic book pull lists. This is for the month of August. Alright, I've said it every video, I live in Japan, and it takes a little while for these comics from Discount Comic Book Service, or DCBS as I'll call them from now on, to get to me. I can only do once monthly shipments after I order them online, 3 months in advance of their release. If you are watching from the States, you might have read some of these already. Alright, I got 23 of these coming, so let's look at them alphabetically. First up, here we got Ascender. This is number 3. It's from Image Comics, written by Jeff Lemire. Dustin Nguyen does the art. A little nice, like watercolor type of deal. Looks that way. This is a continuation of Descender, which ended a little while back with the robots. After the robot revolution or AI revolution, they're now out of the galaxy somewhere. And we see this, we're living in this world where kind of artificial intelligence, any kind of technology is, well, restricted, and magic has been growing in power, with one kind of witch or line of witches being the main point of power here. Them controlling everything. Well, I don't know how far, a few different planets, I guess, but specifically we start off with one little girl on the planet right here, and her escaping because her father's robot dog has found her, and then she's going to maybe try to find where all of these robots went. Next up, we have Deceased. This is number 3. This is DC's, I guess, years later kind of response to Marvel Zombies, which actually is coming back. So perhaps it's a response to them coming back rather than the first appearance, I guess. These aren't zombies. It's some kind of infection that makes people go crazy, violent. I guess think something like 28 Days Later type of zombies more, something along those lines. This is, I guess, a callback to the poster for the horror movie The Nun as well. I think it was The Nun, right? Here we have Detective Comics 1006. This is Dan Quintana doing the variant cover for this. Which I'm not sure if I've noticed his work before, but I do like this a lot. I like the cape. It kind of looks like bats already, but it's supposed to be like his cloth as well. I like that. It's nice. I'm excited about this issue also because the Spectre will be making an appearance in here. We're doing like a team up or something like that. All right, here we got for 1007, same guy, Dan Quintana on the variant cover, and as you can see, yeah, another issue with the Spectre and Batman together. Here we have Gideon Falls. This is number 14. It's kind of difficult to explain in just a few sentences, but yeah, this is kind of some mind horror stuff, which I do like a lot. Here we've got Jeff DeCall with Green Lantern variant cover for number 9. I mean, a pack of lions seems like, well, yeah, I don't know how strange of a choice it would be for Green Lantern, but yeah, it definitely looks awesome. All right, I do love this story. Grant Morrison is writing it. It is going in really fun directions. Donny Cates is writing Guardians of the Galaxy. He is one of, Marvel's, I guess all of comics, but yeah, I think he probably got an exclusive deal with Marvel. He's doing so much stuff, so much like world expansion for the Marvel universe. Yeah, we got, I guess, Death of Rocket is coming up, playing through in these pretty soon. And this issue specifically, you can see from the cover, we've got the Dark Guardians and the Guardians of the Galaxy finally, well, not finally, but clashing head on. Here we've got Immortal Hulk number 20 with, of course, another beautiful cover by Alex Ross. The story, however, by Al Ewing is mind-blowing. I never thought Hulk or a mainstream Marvel release would do the things that they're doing right now. It is is horror. It is amazing. Betty Ross is that harpy right there. In the last issue, she literally ripped out and ate the Hulk's heart as he was laying there dying. They used Rick Jones's DNA to make this weird, brainless Frankenstein abomination, and we had like these hands over his face, and when he opens up to eat, it's like a screaming Rick Jones, and then his like vomit like could melt the Hulk's arms and legs. So he's sitting there like no arms, no legs, and it's the Hulk being like, "Help me, please." Oh, Betty friend. And then she's like, as the harpy right there, just freaking rips his heart out and eats it. Man, it was insane. Like that, the reveal of the faces underneath the hands, and then he was going around just like brutally murdering people and stuff. Oh, I like, it's so good. And like just being like shocked while I read it, being like, this is just a mainstream Marvel comic book. They're doing amazing things here. I mean, the reason they're able to get away with it is it's just been solid, amazing writing the whole way. You can see right on the cover they put the stamp on there, just so you know. It's the Eisner Award nominee. I would be surprised if it didn't win for Best Continuing Series, because it is incredible. Well, it's immortal. Here we've got Justice League. This is number 26. This is another series that is totally going awesome places because it has a really talented writer. Here we got the Year of the Villain cover for number 27. It's on a little more cardstock. And I guess I didn't notice it when I ordered these, but these ones are actually more expensive than a regular comic, I think. Let me double check here. $4.99 for this. $3.99 for the previous issue. Yeah, bumping it up a $1 because you changed the cover, man. That's kind of cheap, man. I didn't notice it. I didn't, and then I just clicked it, you know. But I can see it now. This as well is wicked good. Justice League Dark. This is number 12. Mordru gave Wonder Woman and Zatanna some like dark magic powers so they can fight the Lords of Order, being led by Dr. Fate. You can see the now changed by dark energy Wonder Woman and Zatanna there. This is also freaking sweet storytelling. Love the Punisher right now. This is lucky number 13. We're gonna see him. He's back in New York. Of course, Wilson Fisk is mayor of New York right now, and he's gonna launch some PR campaign against the Punisher. I mean, when isn't there one though? Baron Zemo is now going to be back in the States seeking help and hideaway from the Kingpin probably. I really like Dan Brereton's style. The cover right here for Punk Mambo number 3. Cullen Bunn is writing it, and I do love his writing. Almost everything he writes I do pick up, but sometimes there's just too much of it. I can't get everything. This will be ending, I think, on number 6. So yeah, it's a short series. But Brereton is doing all the covers for it. All right, here we have Reaver. This is from Image Comics. This is number 1. And what we've got here, it's a kind of Suicide Squad type of deal, except we're starting here in like, I think like some kind of medieval times. I think they're going to be put together of all like kind of monsters and things like that, and murderers, mercenaries. Being from Image Comics, I think they'll have a little more leeway to go into maybe more violent directions, which I think is a major plus. All right, I love Red Hood, but balls. Here's another $4.99 issue. This is the Year of the Villain with Red Hood right on there on the cover. Yasmin Putri doing the art. It's got the thicker cardstock cover, so I guess according to DC that warrants another full dollar in price. I will try to avoid these from now on. I didn't notice them at first when I was ordering. I mean, I love the series though. Dynamite puts out this. This is issue 2 of Red Sonja and Vampirella meet Betty and Veronica. It's kind of a long title, but I mean, I was not aware of her work before, but now I'm taking a look at it. Faye Dalton is doing the covers for this. I like the realistic kind of things. Of course, maybe you might say, oh, their body types aren't realistic. That might be true. But the colors and everything, I really like this art style. Of course, the interior is different. I do have like one problem usually with Dynamite, and that is they put out way too many covers for every single comic they put out. Like there's like this is just the original like no frills cover right here, and then there's like 4 variants, and then there's virgin variants and all of those, and then there's like a sketch variant for some or all of those on top of that. And yeah, each level of those goes up in price, and sometimes even on those sketch variants, they'll be like different colors, which will denote another higher price point. I think that kind of I don't know, not marketing. I think that business practice is actually really hurting comics on the whole. And Dynamite does it for absolutely everything, and I feel like it's kind of crappy. But I mean, if I like a story, I mean, I'm not just supporting them. I'm supporting artists and writers as well. Well, there's my gripe about Dynamite. Yeah. All right, I'm looking forward to this, and I've been looking forward to this for a long time because initially I had ordered it when it was supposed to come out with DC Comics. Okay, the title of this comic is Second Coming. Right, and there was a huge outcry after DC said they were going to release this comic. The story of this comic is Jesus is sent back to Earth to be the roommate to the world's most popular superhero, a Superman type. God sends him back to learn some lessons, I guess, about humans. And Jesus is kind of freaked out, weirded out by how people, Christians as well, have twisted his message by his opinion. This was in the solicitation, like a description for the comic, and there was immediately a petition to get this boycotted, or DC boycotted if they didn't do anything. And I'm probably what maybe DC wanted to maybe stick their hand a little bit to tone down some things in the comic, probably. And then the writer and artist decided, you know what, we would actually like to take our property back. And DC, good for props to them. They said, okay, yeah, that's fine. You can't tell a story the way you want to. If you do it through DC, that's fine. So they gave the property back. Ahoy Comics picked it up. So this is out of Ahoy Comics. They've been doing some other kind of stuff, very like indie flavor to everything they've been doing. But they've been getting a pretty nice following, I think. Edgar Allan Poe's Snifter of Terror is like this kind of like anthology comic with dead Edgar Allan Poe as the host. They've done something else where one guy goes to heaven and he's just like living there and has a bunch of like drama problems, and it's like a comedy type of deal. So I mean, and I guess they're giving the writers, just put them out there, do whatever the heck they want. Here we have the Second Coming, or no, not the Second Coming, the Second Coming from Ahoy Comics. This is number 1. I am very, very much looking forward to this. I think it's going to be a very good read, a little funny, perhaps a little dark, and very irreverent, I hope. All right, but I think even beneath that, there'll probably be some good messages as well. Some good messages as well. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This is City at War Part 3. This is issue 95. A Metalhead crashing out of a building there. Yeah, Metalhead teaming up with the kind of seedy government agency that's trying to eliminate mutants. I think this series has always been amazingly awesome. I mean, there have been a few mini series and things like that weren't like mind blowing. But everything has been good. But this series has always been incredible. And yeah, coming up on 100 here, there's going to be very, very big changes probably happening. Even right now, this is the longest running Ninja Turtles series ever. And the things that are happening on here, I guess, yeah, nobody's ever had the time to tell the stories that are going on. So yeah, I love this. I definitely love this series. Cullen Bunn once more. Here we have Unearthed #1, another new release from Image Comics. I can't remember exactly what the synopsis for this is. I do know it's in the monster horror vein. There might be some kind of like gross out horror art in here, which I think is pretty cool. And yeah, this is another series I've heard a little bit that it's getting pretty good reviews right off the bat. So excited to start on something new on this as well. A Walk Through Hell #11 from Aftershock Comics. Yeah, FBI agents locked in a warehouse where time and death don't matter. Whether they're in some part of hell or not is not really overtly said, but it is a mess with your mind horror type story, which in this video alone I've said multiple times how much I like horror, specifically that vein of horror. So another series I do really like. Beautiful work by Jenny Frison. Once again, this is Wonder Woman 73 and 74. I mean, she puts out so much good stuff. Like sometimes I look at them like, it's just another one. But like individually, each of these are so amazing. I guess I've been becoming a little bit numb to the image of beauty. I guess I'm not really sure what's going on. Alright, and there you have it. Those are the comics that I will be reading for the month of August. If you think I've missed anything, let me know that down in the comments. Anything at all. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button if you haven't done one or either of those already. It puts a smile on my face. If you don't want to do any of those, if you don't want to leave a comment, don't want to hit like, and don't want to hit subscribe, I understand as well. I still do hope that you had a good time watching. Alright, thanks for watching. I'm the Erroneous Kaiser. See you next time.